almost at the end of spring semester and university is starting to feel like university, so come with me to go to Cancun. So this is my first time going to Mexico, first time going overseas for spring break, and first time going overseas with my besties, so I am very excited.
A mí me importa un bicho lo que a ti te vale verga. Aquí mataron gente por sacar la bandera. Por eso es que ahora yo la llevo donde quiera, cabrón, ¿qué fue? Si mañana muero yo espero que nunca olviden mi rostro y pongan un tema mío el día que traigan a otro. En la caja la bandera azul clarito y que recuerden que...
Okay, so room tour. This is the bathroom. It's pretty modern, nothing too special. And then this is the sink outside the bathroom with really good lighting. The closet separates the main area with the sink that you guys just saw. We had enough space for 3 people, 2 nights, so it's all good. This is a 2 queen size bed, I think, with a like hovering flying chair in the corner and also the mirror in the other corner. And then this is the star of the room, the view. This finally feels like I'm actually in Mexico and I'm very excited to go to the beach already. So we were a little tired and hungry from all the different flights, so we decided to stop by at this steak grill house, and the steak was pretty good, nothing too special. My personal favorite was this bone marrow taco because it was so juicy and it was pretty different from the tacos I tried in the States. We decided to explore a little bit more and end the night early so we can start next day more earlier and fresh. And not gonna lie, I was taking 5 major related classes and doing a part-time internship at this time, so there was a lot of burnt out going on. I was very exhausted from the daily mundane work life on campus and I really needed to escape that reality, so I'm very ecstatic and thankful that for this spring break, me and my besties, not only are our schedule aligned, but we're just out here living young and wild, I guess, in a foreign country.
이미 먹어버림. 조명은 예쁘다. 근데 좀 더운데 내 온도를 맞춰도 될까? 나도 더워. 스위치되고 있는 거 같아. 종이 아니야?
So this was more of a dinner bar place, so I wasn't feeling the crazy vibes that screams I'm on vacation until we finally went to the club, which was Coco Bongo. I actually had high expectations for this place, and it was actually fun like everyone said. We got some drinks, and then me and my girl was on the big screen and the main stage. And speaking of stage, there were some different performances to keep us entertained. Like we saw Michael Jackson impersonator shows, and then obviously the Senor the Frog interacting with people. And we were actually on the second terrace for the most part, but it seemed pretty fun to interact with the performers actually on the ground floor. And of course, today is the day we finally go to the beach and explore more outdoorsy stuff. So we started off with sushi, which was so fresh. And look at this chocolate cake. It was actually the top 5 best chocolate cakes I've ever had in my life, because you can taste the rich chocolate, sweet berries, and kind of the bitter alcoholness at the end, all at the same time. Finally at the beach. This has to be my #1 favorite beach I've ever visited in my life, just because it looks like I've walked straight into National Geographic channels or those aesthetic travel vloggers. The sand was so wide and the beach had this teal clean color, and there wasn't that much people besides a few other spring breaker groups. We also got offered free beer and I think a free parasol was it, so it was pretty cool. This is our last night at Cancun, so I reserved a place that people were obsessed with it, and it was called Taboo. It's a Mediterranean restaurant with an ocean view. I swear the camera cannot capture the exact vibes, but it felt like we were eating in the middle of a very peaceful ocean because it was so breezy, but also the lights and the rattan atmosphere made it so cozy. Anyways, the food was a 10 out of 10, entertainment was a 10 out of 10, and I think this was such a good night to wrap up our spring break.